Welcome to the World Watercooler War Talk. I am in Elephant and Castle. I'm just going to my first destination of the day, which is the Audio Boo offices.
So I'm making tea currently for Laura Kidd performing. My name is Mark Rock. I'm founder of Audioboo, which is a social audio site used by Guardian, BBC, Laura and everyone else. And this is the kind of thing that I do. I make tea for people. I go and buy coffee. I hire cleaners and try to run the company. You know, there's loads of great music platforms like iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud, which can distribute music. I think what Audioboo can do, because we focus on spoken word, is really build a story behind the music. So why it was recorded, where it was recorded, stories about the influences. So that kind of fan club model, which really adds quite a lot to the listening experience, which is what we're going to do with Laura today.
I think when you experience something together as a group, it changes the dynamic as well. And so that's why like work outings are quite maybe good or bad, I don't know. Hopefully this is all positive. And again, you spend most of your time at work if you work a full-time job, and that should be a positive thing. You should be with people that you like are doing the thing that you like to do. And so to bring a little bit of something different into that environment, I think is really interesting.
On Audioboo soon will be Laura Kidd, Warrior Girl. I think that's a world first. First office musician gig distributed live on social networks.
Dressed as a sailor.
Dressed as a sailor.
That does make it
Press release.
That was really nice. Mark Rock and I have been chatting on and off for a while about meeting up because we live very close to each other, and I use Audioboo a lot. And I'm glad we finally did. That was really good. And I won't pretend that playing an office gig is super chilled out for me. It's quite a stressful thing because I don't quite know where to look, and I don't know. And I start wondering and worrying about if people are having an enjoyable time, or if they're getting, or if they sort of feel forced into it, because it's harder to leave when you're sitting down at a table with your peers in an office. But I really enjoyed it. And now we're off to Borough.
I'm John Newton. I'm the Managing Director of the Ecology Consultancy. This is my office, and Laura's been invited, or oh God, words fail me now.
I think you were trying to say that I invited myself.
You invited yourself, yeah. Suggested that she could come in today and do a little mini concert for us, which I thought was great. I'm actually a bass player myself in my spare time, not professionally. So yeah, here we are, and a short concert. We've got a few staff in. Hopefully a few more people might join us today. Yeah.
So I'm at my second office of the day. This is Ecology Consultancy, which is near Borough Tube Station. And what's striking me is that people in these offices, I'm getting the impression they don't go to gigs very often, and I think that that's really normal. I don't like going to gigs. They're too crowdy and people push you around and the sound's terrible and it costs 70 quid sometimes, and you know, I think it's quite nice to take the gig to them. So I'm really looking forward to this one. People were smiling a lot when I came in.
So not in the way. I don't want to be in the way.
It's just a
Hey!
It's about 4:45 and I'm heading to the last gig of the day, which is at the RSA, the Royal Society of Arts. I really enjoyed the gig at Ecology Consultancy. They're very welcoming and seemed really interested in what I was doing. That was cool. Twitter's played a really big part in the Watercooler War Tour. The first place I played at is Audio Boo, and I've chatted to Mark Rock on Twitter more than anywhere else. The second one, John Newton, got in touch with me because he found out about my music through my friend Steve Lawson, and that was via Twitter. And then the third one, my friend Dan Thompson put me in touch with the people at the RSA. So it's actually integral. It's integral to my project in general, but today particularly.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you very much for coming up. So I want to introduce Laura Kidd, who makes music as She Makes War.
In this boat is all we ever needed. In this storm I know we will not drown. In this battleship far from homeland, rock this body, I'll ride the waves back down. Don't wait up. Don't cry out. Don't make a sound. Confusion, though, protect my home on land or sea. They won't take me. Let tempest come. This won't be done. Illuminate my arrow.
I think it's brilliant. I mean, it just came up earlier this week. One of our fellows got in touch and said and said that Laura was doing this tour and would we be interested in having her coming in. And I sort of asked around and it seemed like a good idea and it's been fantastic actually. Really nice thing to have at the end of the day.
It's the end of the day, it's the end of the Watercooler War Tour, and it's been a really fun experience. Just played at the RSA, and I was really quite surprised and very pleased that Sam managed to round up so many people into the office upstairs and got them singing along, which is nice. You've got it now, you can keep going. Feel free to improvise. Sorry I wrote, sorry I called, sorry I broke your easy board. Sorry I cared, sorry I tried, sorry I cried in front of you. Very nice. So the general feedback seems to be that people like having gigs in their offices, and so many people in offices play instruments and are really interested in music, but a lot of them don't have time to go to gigs, they don't have the money, they've got families, they've got very busy jobs, and so they really like the fact that I brought the music to them. So I think there's something in this, so I'm going to take this forward, I think. Thank you very much for following the Watercooler War Tour. More soon, I think.